Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin is repeating history and why this rally may never end. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin repeating history and why this rally this time may be different and it may never end. Before we get into it, guys, like the video. Also join us on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove, where we share all of today's charts. Now, fear and greed today. Look at this 90 extreme greed. Holy freaking cow. It is happening. The overall market up 4% today. Bitcoin at 67,066 after coming very, very close to tapping a new all-time high. Ethereum at 3720. BNB at 420, Solana 131, XRP 64 cents, Cardano 77 cents, Dogecoin 18 cents, and Shiba in 10th place with a lot of zeros, but still, damn, in 10th place. Now, if we take a look here, Bitcoin is repeating history almost to a point. This is the bar pattern from 2020, and this was $20,000 line. Right now, it's the $70,000 line. As you can see, price came up, shied away, and then came up again, bounced off of there, and then on the third try, broke through. Could we have the same thing breaking through by the end of March? Or will we likely see it within the next couple of days? I know what I'm thinking, but let's get into some other charts. Right now, the most crowded trade is long Bitcoin, and for good reason. If we take a look, the year-to-date absolute and risk-adjusted returns for Bitcoin higher than all other commodities, currencies, stock indices, and all stock market sectors. Simply aping into Bitcoin and sitting there gets you better returns than 96% of portfolio managers. Holy freaking cow. It's a good trade. And you know what? People are onto it. If we take a look here at the spot Bitcoin ETFs, has absolutely blown away, outpaced that of gold. Yeah, gold grew slowly with the ETF. Bitcoin exploded. Everybody is going to want the best performing asset in history in their portfolio. And if you watch yesterday's video, Willy Woo did a calculation that if just 3% from, who is that? BlackRock and Fidelity? Was that the other one? If just 3% from each of those put their portfolio in Bitcoin, that's $125,000 Bitcoin. No retail, no nothing else, none of the other spot ETFs. So this could be very big. We can see right here, based on the total OTC desk balance, that this drive right now is based almost primarily on institutional buy-in or institutions buying for their clients. And the balance on OTC desks is dropping dramatically. You know what that means? Price is dictated by supply and demand. Supply, gone. Demand, definitely growing in the past few days, especially if we take a look at the 90 on Fear and Greed Index. Now, you also have to remember, less than 2 months away, we have the halving coming up. Big event for Bitcoin. Now, as of right now, Bitcoin price is higher than it actually costs to mine one Bitcoin. It's roughly around $60-some thousand after the halving to mine a Bitcoin. Right now, about $31,500 to mine a Bitcoin before the halving. So, will this affect price, or did we have a left-shifted halving because of the spot Bitcoin ETF? I don't know. We'll have to see. But take a look at this. For the first time since 2018, Bitcoin versus money supply on the 1-month RSI is bullish. So basically, it was bullish this whole entire time, all of Bitcoin's history until I got into Bitcoin. And then from that point on, it was pretty much not bullish. All of a sudden, jumps bullish again. So I guess I could just hop out of Bitcoin and whatever. But this could be very good news because look at what happened in this timetable. This is when Bitcoin went from dollars up to $20,000. So we could be about to see the same type of thing going on for Bitcoin. As a matter of fact, in the short term, with the rate of change surpassing 40%, which you can see down here on the bottom, this signals significant upward momentum, historically resulting in subsequent 5-week returns averaging 60%. So we are likely to see Bitcoin up another 60% in the next 5 weeks by the time of halving. I can't do 60% really fast. Well, I guess that would be $36,000 more. So $96,000 by the halving based on this, based on history. Could be absolutely huge. And man, $100,000 by halving, you think that would be the top? I don't think so. I think that would be like well on its way to $1 million at that point, but that's just me. Now, We also take a look here that Bitcoin's 2-month parabolic SAR has flipped bullish. You can see when the dots come to the bottom, Bitcoin price breaks through them on the top. Generally have about 6 bars of the 2-month candles, which is roughly about 10 to 12 months from that happening to the top. So we may actually have a top occurring sooner than people expect if we have a top. And that's a big if, because as of right now, based on the 1-year HODL waves, there's no turning over of the HODL waves. We see no sell-off going on right now. And this is one worth keeping your eye on to see if we do start to see a sell-off. But as of right now, we do not see a sell-off, indicating we are not seeing a top scenario like we have seen previously. Not only that, but this time, my friends, is different. I know everybody said that every other halving, but this time actually is different. Here's why. Previous halvings, Bitcoin was over 100% below the previous all-time high. This halving, well, as of right now, we're like 1% below. Very, very close to a previous all-time high. Now, price could drop back down, but I'm not so sure. As a matter of fact, we may be heading to something new. You have to consider demand is dropping. All of a sudden, people can get Bitcoin, the best performing asset ever, the hardest money ever, very easily, thanks to BlackRock, Fidelity, iShares, ARK, all these other people. All of a sudden, they may be able to put that in their portfolio, and since it is a fixed supply, and since they are printing money infinitely, we may leave this logarithmic Bitcoin curve that we've all grown to know so much. We may be headed towards a sigmoid flexure where the price just goes up dramatically and John McAfee will no longer have to eat his own dick. Tell me in the comments if you're old enough to know what that means. So, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.